Hello. It's me again. That would be, I'll just turn that up, Debz Cooper. Thank you for joining today, my Facebook Live. What I'm going to talk about is overwhelm, and it just seems to be something that is really quite important for people, clearly because it allows us to function. But there's so many people who sit in overwhelm and choose not to do anything about it. Which to me is a bit of a shame. I've been in overwhelm. I've had mindless hours of sleep, not being able to function, things like that. So it actually really, truly does throw you out. I worked with a girl this week who was actually at school, high school student, and she was in overwhelm worrying about what was actually going to happen to her in the last term of school. Now, we haven't even hit the last term and she's starting to go into panic, which can throw your whole physical features out, but can definitely throw your mental state out, so much so that you're not sleeping, you're not eating properly, or you overeat, these things. So I just wanted to give you a few tips on, I do have to giggle when I say tips on overwhelm. So the key here is to get everything out of your brain, everything you can possibly think of, write it all down, get it all out, whether you have to put it into your notes on your phone, whether you put it into your an Excel sheet or into your notes. I think I said notes on your phone. I put mine into my notes, but if you have an Excel, it actually helps you because you can put things into columns. So just get it out, pen and paper, whatever works for you, just get it all out. Make sure this is everything you have to do. When you're doing this overwhelm exercise, ensure that you have got all your personal stuff on there as well. So it's not just business that you need to do in your business, but there's things around the house you may need to do. You may need to go to the bank. You may need to look at the hours you're going to the bank, etc., etc. So look at everything personal. Ensure that you put date time in there, date time for yourself, date time for your partner. Put all these things that you have to do or you're supposed to do, all these things that are clogging up your head, write it down. Very, very simple. One thing, write it down. Okay. Then the next thing is to see if it's easy. Put into a category of easy, too hard, medium, whatever category it is. So date time, arrange a date time. Say that one, that I would like to think that's sitting in the easy category if I had to arrange a date time. So make sure you put it as it's easy. Is it hard? Is it challenging? Where's it at? Hi, people. Then you want to put, how long is this going to take? What's the time frame of how long this exercise is going to take? So say, for example, you have to reply to your emails. And your emails, how long is that going to take to reply to your emails? You have no idea. But what you can do is you can categorize them. The same as what we've done here for how long and how easy it's going to take. I'm not even going to talk about emails because I've got this amazing woman who actually talks about the clutter of emails, which actually would be wise for me to connect with, and you know who you are. So if I don't talk to you in the next 24 hours, just talk to me because it's sitting in my overwhelmed headspace. Oh, got someone from France. Hi, France. So how long is this going to take? What's the time frame on this? So the exercise may take 5 minutes, it may take 15 minutes, it may take an hour, it may take an hour a day for 3 days. So look at how long each exercise is going to take. So step one, we've got write it down. Personal and business, everything that's clogging out your head. Put it into the category of is it easy or how hard is it and how long is it going to take. And then you need to be wise to look at help. Do we need help for this? Do I need to call in a friend? Do I need to call in a business colleague? Do I need to ask people about this? Where am I getting my help from? Or is it actually something that I have to do personally? So look at the help. Don't even start to look at getting it to those people, but who do you need to help you? If you need a cleaner, do you need a cleaner that you used to have? If this is around home, is it a question that you've got to do for marketing? Who do you talk to? So do you need actual help? And just a yes or no. Then you're going to look at the fifth step is delegating. So to delegate it to somebody else who actually loves to do those tasks. And so this is the one thing that most people actually don't do, and especially single mums, you know, one who just go, oh no, I can do everything on my own. I'm proud of who I am. I can do everything on my own. And I say that because I am a single mum. And we tend to reject people's help, but people don't offer help. unless they generally actually want to help you. So remember that. People don't offer help unless they generally want to help you. So once you've got delegating it, you're now going to find out who loves to do those tasks, who can do them with ease, and who's really quick at doing things. So you may have a friend who, when I moved house, I had a friend come over and she packed my kitchen up. Now, for me, that was too heavy in my mind to do. So I didn't want to do it. And so I called upon someone who actually loves to do things like that. She tinkered in the kitchen. She wrapped everything up far greater than what I would have done. So who do you want to delegate to, and who can you delegate to? And when you delegate, you have to look at a wise delegation is what's in it for them to what's in it for you. So most people nowadays are saying, what's in it for me, what's in it for me, what's in it for me. So when you're asking them to do something, you can say to them, hey, I just know that I need a little bit of help with this. Is it possible that you can help me with this? It could take you 10 minutes. It could take you 30 minutes. When's a good time frame for you to do this? But you also have to say to them, but I can give you this in exchange. Or ask them, what would you like in exchange for this? Now, some people will say nothing. They'll just do that and they've just stored it up, but they're going to get you next time they do something, they need your help. That's a win-win. But you have to ask them what they would like in exchange, because if you offer them $10 to do a task that they may think's worth $50, then it's a piss take, okay? So ensure that you want to keep their worth up just as much as yours. So when you delegate, you've got to communicate to them and their values and what's in it for me. And the last one is put time in your diary to do the ones that that you're left to do, and do it. It's that simple. Put time aside and do it. If you don't put time aside in your diary or in your mind, I personally prefer to put in my diary so I can keep track of everything that's happening. But if you don't put time aside in your diary, it's just not going to get done. Oh, I must do that, I must do that, I must do that. It never gets done. Oh yeah, someone's just written fair exchange. One of the top lessons you've ever taught me. Absolutely, fair exchange. What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Absolutely. You've actually got to be able to do fair exchange, because this is just going back to the delegate, because it keeps your heart full and you don't feel like you're ripping them off. They don't feel like they're ripping you off. Okay. So just to recap these tips that I've got, is write it down. Ensure that you've got personal and business in there. Write it down. Get everything out of your head. If you've got to find a gardener, write that on your list if that's personal. You know, go to the bank. Do those things. Whatever it is, write it all down on a piece of paper, in your Excel, in your notes, wherever you want to write it. Write it down. Categorize it. Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it medium? Put it into that, because you want to be hitting the easy list just as much as you want to hit one hard one a day, at least. I'm not even going to say that. Okay, how long is it going to take? What's the time frame it's going to take of that one? Okay, so it may take 5 minutes, it may take 15 minutes. Don't just hit all the 5-minute ones. Hit the easy and the hard as well that are going to take longer. Okay, help. Ask for help. Do you need help? Sorry. Do you need help? Is there going to be help upon you? Then delegate it to those who can help you, who love to do it. And the last one is put time aside to do it and action it. It's pretty easy, but if you're not in the right headspace, you won't want to do any of this. So do it step by step. If it just helps, you know, when you get yourself in a bit of a pickle and you text a friend or you message a friend and your friends just you even, and they don't respond to you, just you messaging that friend eases a little bit in your mind already. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all that brain noise, that clutter, that declogging of your mind onto paper, so it's already out of your head, so you can free this up for other things. Okay, so that's the purpose of this, is to free this up. So get that out of your head, see if it's easy or not, categorize those things. How long is it going to take to do? Do you need help for these things? Delegate it. And the last one, which is just as important as the first one, is put time aside and do it. It's pretty easy. But as I say, don't feel like if it's too much for you, just do one step at a time. Just do one step at a time. Get it all out of your head. And that list is going to be an ever-evolving list as well. Okay, so that's the 6 tips. The 6 tips that I've given you today on overwhelm. I trust this is going to help you get through. If you would love to know more about anything, please just share with me, send me a message, share with me what you'd love me to talk about. I'm going to be doing the Facebook Lives regularly, so you get to see me every Friday morning, New Zealand time, 10:30. That's about it, people. I've had a great day so far. The sun is shining. I'm currently in Dunedin. Next week I'll be in Dunedin, but the Friday after I'll be somewhere else, so it'll have a different backdrop. You won't have that backdrop. Next week you will. Okay, so let me know what you would love me to talk about. I will talk to you next week. Overwhelm, let's hit this and declutter our brains, because we would like to have a more fulfilled life, I'm sure. Thank you, people. I will see you later. Thanks.